I am C. Renee Washington, Master Certified Coach, here with Tanya Allen, Career Coach and Brand Strategist, and Gwendolyn Hall, Executive Coach and Corporate Strategist. And we are the founders of Career Triage HQ, the company where you know yourself, assess yourself, and brand yourself to have the most successful career possible. And we are popping in to answer some questions that will help you in your career progression. And today our topic is feedback, getting the feedback that you need for your success. And we have a question from someone. I have had to seek guidance from leaders in my company who are not departmental leaders. This is largely because my boss doesn't give feedback or offer advice related to my career progression. So I don't expect her guidance and don't share my career goals with her. Is this wrong? I don't trust her with my goals since she doesn't seem interested in them. Gwen, would you like to weigh on that first?
I would. So feedback is a wonderful thing, as we know, and in part of what we share in Career Triage HQ, feedback either from others, externally and internally, is a positive thing. We definitely want you to do that. In this instance, working with your boss, it's critically important that you do get feedback or at least seek feedback from them and persist professionally in getting what that might look like. And here's the reason why. Your manager is the one who will complete your performance appraisal and evaluations on you. So they are providing feedback there, and it behooves you to want to continually have conversations with your manager so that what ends up on your performance appraisal is not a surprise. Second of all, they really do hold a lot of your potential progression in their hands as they work on succession plan models and talent pipelines and things of that sort. So you really do want to have a relationship with your boss, understanding where you are at your point in time and what you need to do differently. So asking pinpointed questions to your boss. What are two things that I have done well? And what is one thing you'd like for me to concentrate on doing differently? Something as simple as that lets them feel good about giving you feedback. And you might want to even think about, have they really given you feedback? And perhaps the way you responded is something that keeps them from, continue to share feedback with you. But again, it is critically important that you have that relationship with your boss to seek feedback and to accept that feedback.
Absolutely. Tanya?
Yes, there was a portion in that question where she identified going to others in the company for feedback, and she asked if that was wrong. And there's not a right or wrong, it's just a matter of the consequences that you may have to deal with, and just being aware that those consequences may or may not be good. And so being really, really careful about moaning or complaining to others within the organization, especially if it's about or directed at some concerns you have for your boss. There's a very good chance that it will get back to your boss. So being really, really careful in that scenario. She also mentioned a trust issue. She didn't trust her boss. And so I don't have the details there, but when you are, as Gwen mentioned, subject to someone's decision-making about your progression, you really want to be able to have open conversations and develop trust, because there's so much that you can learn and gain by someone who has that level of authority in the organization. So those are two things that I think this person really, or anybody in this situation, should keep in mind regarding feedback.
remember that you are always getting feedback. You are always getting information about how you're doing what you're doing. And it's, you know, it's incumbent upon you to be in the driver's seat as to how you process that information and even seek it. So thank you, ladies. And we want to remind everyone that we go deep into all things being successful in your career. And even as it relates to this topic, we have a handout that you can get from us on the questions that you can take to your manager in a feedback situation. If you would like that handout, then send us an email to info@careertriagehq.com. info@careertriagehq.com. Thank you.